Dear Diary, after our trip to Ireland, I came back to Beijing alone. Being a hardcore introvert, I thought I'd be an expert at living alone, but occupying a space for two without Dave around turned out to be way more challenging than I thought. I'm a strong and independent woman who's capable of being happy on my own. Or so I told myself. In case you're wondering, Dave and I did not break up. We're still that annoyingly sweet couple who always show up together and are blissfully unaware when our friends say, "Oh, you're so sweet together," if they actually are a bit annoyed or not. Anyways, it's just because of some really unfortunate circumstances that Dave can't make it back for the moment, which leaves us with this topic of living alone. I started this journey with an extremely positive attitude because not having a man around means I get to do whatever I want to do. I'm going to make some breakfast because I'm starving. I've been obsessed with this lazy person's way of making scrambled eggs. I don't usually make proper breakfast, but I decided to treat myself today. This is an egg cooking method I learned in Ireland when I couldn't figure out how to turn on Dave's grandparents' gas stove. And it's so quick and easy that is actually the only way I cook eggs now. I'm still learning to use this. Definitely the superior way of making breakfast burritos because after this whole thing, I have exactly one bowl to wash. I used to pile up dishes in the sink until I absolutely have to wash them, but lately I've been trying to wash dishes immediately after I eat so that I can enjoy a clean kitchen until the next time I cook. I have been binging How I Built This on Spotify. I just listened to the Vita Coco one and bought a case of coconut water. The Gimlet Media episode, the Goodreads one was very fun to listen to. I feel like when you're trying to do something on your own, at times this journey can be really lonely, but seeing how these people use their resilience to build things up from nothing has been truly incredibly inspiring. So I've been doing a lot of makeovers because I want to invest in my relationship with you guys. I'm trying to waterproof our shower curtain. I film in this apartment a lot and I've always felt bad for not having had time for the past year to make it look prettier. Today, we're going to install them. And now that I'm on my own and have some extra time, I want to make it look nicer for the vlogs and also for me to live in because I don't know if it's obvious in the vlogs, but I am such a homebody and having a nice space to live is so important. I think that's it. Perfect. Next up, we're going to tackle that curtain. I have hated it since the second we moved in here, and I finally bought some bamboo curtains to swap these out. I custom made these on Taobao. They were like super cheap. They only cost 200 kwai to cover this entire window. While it's nice to enjoy a whole house on my own and get to do whatever makeovers I want, there's a downside to this freedom, which is I need to pay rent on my own if I decide to continue living here. So I've been reading a book about money. So you guys may have noticed I have been posting quite a bit of book content on Instagram and YouTube. And that's because having gone to so many bookshops in Ireland has reminded me of how much joy books have brought into my life. So I wanted to share more of that with you guys. I've just finished reading this book, The Psychology of Money. I feel like this book is not about groundbreaking new ideas in finance, but it does put together ideas we may already know in a groundbreaking way. Things like compounding and how luck has a big role in any investment success. There's this chapter in the book about freedom and how controlling your time is the biggest dividend money pays. I guess for those of you who are new here, I recently quit my job to pursue social media full-time. Sorry, my camera died really untimely. But you guys know very well, right now my biggest struggle is I can't push out content on schedule. So I'm investing in this apartment to buy myself the stability and freedom to get into the routine of posting a video every single week. I know this is not the traditional sense of investment, but I haven't really invested money in anything before. With small batch cooking, like I borrowed 3,000 kwai from myself and like paid myself back eventually. But yeah, rent is not cheap, so this is not a light decision. I'm definitely a bit worried about money, especially since I no longer have a stable income, but I feel good about this investment and hopefully that will allow me to be able to see you guys here every single week without fail. It's golden hour right now. Look how pretty it is outside. Today is a very exciting day because it's going to be my first day as a bartender. This is my first time coming out of the apartment in a very long while because I'm not a social person at all.
I'm gonna make gossamer.
When Dave was around, he would drag me out to spend time with friends, but now I just spend all day at home trying to be productive. I noticed the more infrequently I socialize, the more my social skills seem to atrophy, and bartending, as I learned from my very limited experience, requires a very high level of social competency. What have we learned from this? I cannot function as a healthy human being without interactions with other human beings.
I made that.
I am getting ready to entertain some friends for the first time in a very long time. I just cleaned the room. I'm going to make some food. When I first graduated, I used to love entertaining friends. Now, I still love cooking, but every time we've had friends come over, it was at Dave's invitation and he's always done the cooking. I feel a bit insecure to admit this, but most of our shared friends have met Dave first through either Nugget or music, and sometimes I feel like I'm just tagging along in his friend groups because I didn't really have to earn anyone's friendship. But today I made an effort and I think I did okay. Maybe there's something that's growing. I think living alone is going to be okay.